Zeus of Greek myth did impregnate a lot of people. Getting to the afterlife was as challenging as Chaos makes it look. Prometheus is key to the mythological prophecy about Zeus's downfall to city. As a scholar with a deep-rooted passion for mythology, I find the intricate tapestry of Greek myths and their relevance to contemporary narratives truly captivating. The narrative of Chaos, the way the husband's in the scenes, and that, wow, Zeus, the way that he was in a contemporary spin on Greek mythology. Netflix's show, Kaos, created by Charlie Cavell, presents a tale where the powerful and self-centered Zeus, portrayed by Jeff Goldblum, is challenged within his rule from Mount Olympus. Goldblum refers to the series as a magic carpet to disaster. Alongside him are notable actors like Janet McTeer as Hera, Cliff Curtis as Poseidon, and Naban Rizwan as Dionysus. These gods, in alliance with Prometheus, Stephen Dillon, strive to overthrow Zeus. In my perspective as a movie reviewer, I found myself captivated by Stephen Bochco's creation Kaos, which stemmed from his profound fascination with mankind's recurring connection to Greek mythology, and Bochco masterfully modernized these ancient stories, making them more approachable for today's viewers. This results in a series that teams with discreet winks to Greek mythology and more overt, engaging references to classical works. The clever blend of these elements creates a show that is not only entertaining, but also deeply moving. A portrayal of chaos and chaos offers valuable insights into how Cavell approaches sources, as it appears that many elements within the story, such as Zeus's complex love, life, Greek views on the afterlife, and the constant power struggles, are derived both explicitly and implicitly from ancient Greek mythology. In the new interpretation of the Olympian gods, Jeff Goldblum brilliantly plays Zeus as a deity grappling with a paranoia, reflecting the uneasy standing of a figure in power. And for the series Chaos, Zeus's family dynamics mirror the same tension and apprehension that humanity feels towards him. Zeus's offspring are particularly problematic, and when Dionysus presents a gift to his father, it serves as a stark reminder that none of Zeus's children appreciate him, and he feels the same way about them. Zeus, the Greek god, often resorted to disguising himself instead of using his divine powers for personal gain in matters of love. To give you an idea, he once put the form of a swan for Leda, a bull for Europa, and showered gold down on Danae. In Greek mythology, these transformations led to the birth of well-known figures such as Helen of Troy, King Minos of Crete, and Perseus, characters often seen in adaptations of Greek myths like the series Chaos. In Chaos, Hera displayed open hostility towards Dionysus, similar to how she treated her stepchildren by her brother husband in Greek mythology. However, there are variations in the tales about the tale how Hera punished Dionysus's mother, Semele. Unlike what is often told, Hera didn't transform Semele into a bee. Instead, she orchestrated a far more tragic fate for her. Deceived Semele into requesting Zeus to reveal himself in the same form he appeared to his wife. This request ultimately led to Semele's demise. Zeus, unable to resist her, appeared in her wedding room on a chariot, accompanied by bolts of lightning and roars of thunder. He then hurled a bolt of lightning, was it having then at her. Overwhelmed with fear, Semele perished. However, Zeus managed to retrieve their half-formed child from the flames, which he later placed into his own. Zeus later undid the stitches, and Dionysus was born. And when Ridi passes away, a coin is put in her mouth for payment to secure her journey to the afterlife or on Chaos through the portal. Upon trying to transition from the world of the living to the world of the dead,
She's denied passage because her husband Orpheus had already taken the coin before her burial. Consequently, she is sentenced to 200 years of arduous labor as a form of punishment.
In ancient lore, a coin known as Charon's Fair was given to Charon, who operated the ferry across the river Acheron, or the river Styx, as depicted by Roman authors. If someone didn't have this coin upon death, they were considered improperly buried. According to Virgil, in his Aeneid, such an individual would be bound to linger in this place for 100 years before they could return to the desired stream at last. Apart from the coin, the underworld of Chaos also accurately portrayed the fearsome three-headed dog Photis, reminiscent of the Greek mythical creature Cerberus. Unlike the singular Cerberus, there are multiple dogs in this mythology, with Photis being one of them, known as the Hound of Hades or the Hellhound. Cerberus was a menacing beast characterized by his serpentine tail and numerous snakeheads running along his back. The duties and attributes of Cerberus were detailed in Hesiod's work, Theogony. Upon entering, it greets everyone warmly, wagging its tail and perking its ears. It refuses to let anyone leave. Instead, it lurks and ambushes them, consuming them when it manages to catch someone trying to exit via the gates. The core concept of chaos revolves around a forecast indicating Zeus's reign will eventually cease. The prophecy states, a new line emerges, the established order weakens, the family falters, and chaos prevails. From the beginning, Prometheus brings this prediction to light, causing Zeus to grow progressively anxious about its truth. When Zeus queries Prometheus on the prediction's validity, the chain god deceives him while simultaneously hinting to spectators that it is indeed unfolding in their presence. In Aeschylus's play Prometheus Bound, the character Prometheus possesses the means for both Zeus's downfall and his redemption. Zeus imprisons Prometheus using unbreakable fetters, tormenting him with chains, and pierces him through his body with a stake. On top of that, he sets a vulture to devour Prometheus's immortal liver continuously. This punishment was inflicted because Prometheus, in Zeus' eyes, had committed treason by sharing fire with humans for their benefit. On that cliff, Prometheus foretold, indeed, the day will arrive when, despite my torment and unyielding chains, Zeus, the ruler of the gods, will find himself needing me to expose a plan through which he will lose his throne and his divine status. Here, Prometheus is hinting at the identity of Thetis, the goddess who would give birth to a child destined to dethrone Zeus. In an attempt to prevent this prophecy from coming true, Zeus decides to marry Thetis off to a mortal once he learns that she is fated to bear a son greater than his own power. In another scenario, it's revealed that Zeus's beloved counselor Metis shares a similar destiny. Unlike other instances, things take an unusual turn when Metis becomes pregnant instead of giving these birth naturally. As one might expect, Zeus consumes her. Later, from his head, the child, Athena, a goddess, emerges,